It's a big celebration to welcome back an airline to DFW Airport.
People know that Texas is on fire right now.
It will really help the market be successful.
Get a look inside Japan Airlines' Dreamliner and hear how leaders believe this will impact the local economy.
It's always important for a city to understand where the beginnings were and how it evolved.
It's a blast from Irving's past for visitors to this restored attraction. Find out the story behind Mary's Playhouse.
Oh, it's amazing. It's so creative and wonderful. I love it.
This is a large portion of the downtown area of Chicago.
Incredible designs, all created with Legos. See why people of all ages love the classic blocks. Plus, another business expands into Irving, a new swimming program for special needs children, and the impact of record rainfall on local parks. This is City Source. This year's rainfall set records, and it is having a big impact on Irving's parks. Hello and welcome to City Source. I'm Thomas Gandy. Crews are evaluating the damage after the latest round of extended rainfall. Check out the view of Trinity View Park from Irving Boulevard, clearly a muddy mess left behind. This video was shot several days after the rain stopped, but you can see there is still plenty of water. That is one of the parks closed. Also, the north section of the Campion Trail is closed because several parts of the trail are impassable. Additionally, Twin Wells Golf Course is closed as of production time, as is Mountain Creek Preserve, all because of high water. Watch for updates at cityofirving.org/parks. In business news, Irving has a new hotel. Home 2 Suites by Hilton is an all-suite hotel designed for business travelers and extended stays. This property is at 4700 North Plaza Drive near DFW Airport. It has just under 100 rooms. As you may know, all Irving hotels not only generate property and sales taxes, they also generate hotel occupancy tax revenues, which provide funding for the Arts Center, Irving Museums, and the city's tourism efforts, including the Convention Center. That hotel and a lot of economic growth in Irving is tied to DFW Airport. The airport is welcoming back an airline, and that carrier is offering an international route that is expected to help further boost business in the area. We went to see the first flight take off. It's traditional Japanese drums along with sushi and other Asian fare, all meant to inspire travel.
We're heading to Mexico, Cabo San Lucas.
Okay, more from them later, because this celebration getting the attention of so many travelers actually marks Japan Airlines' return to DFW Airport with direct flights to Tokyo. We talked to some travelers heading back to Japan after vacation here in the U.S.
Oh, honeymoon.
But Japan Airlines chairman says most of its passengers are not tourists.
Majority is a business person.
Japan Airlines pulled out of DFW amid the 2001 downturn in all travel. But the economy has turned around. Leaders say in a big way.
The DFW region's the fastest growing region in the United States economically. Companies are moving here, i.e. Toyota.
An additional example is in Irving. Tokyo-based NEC just moved its North American headquarters to a new location, recommitting to the city. Also,
Kubota's coming to Tarrant County. All of them will have people going back and forth to their companies, and making the trip easier really is critical to the success of business and tourism.
I believe the business-friendly environment Dallas-Fort Worth offers will continue to attract more Japanese investment.
Japan Air's flights to Tokyo are now scheduled 4 times a week. But because of demand, even before the first flight takes off, surprise news of expansion.
I am pleased to announce that we have decided to increase this service to daily from March 20th next year.
The flights are on Boeing's 787 Dreamliner.
The 787 Dreamliner is a beautiful aircraft.
We got a look inside. Japan Airlines calls its interior the Sky Suite.
It's a great airplane to fly. It's comfortable.
There are 3 classes of service on this Japan Air Dreamliner: economy. Now we're moving up to premium economy, where every seat has a 12.1-inch video screen. And then as we walk up further in the cabin, we move up to business class, where every seat has access to the aisle to minimize disruptions to any passenger.
I would like to give our customers our best service.
After the airport's traditional shower of affection, this flight gets on its way.
Giles' return to DFW is a great symbol of the warm friendship between our teams.
Oneworld partner American Airlines also offers flights to Tokyo. Add all those seats together, and Tokyo now only follows London in availability.
Service to Tokyo will now be the second largest market internationally out of DFW Airport.
Japan Airlines' return to service and word of immediate expansion comes on the heels of Qantas announcing that flights to Sydney on the A380 will become daily in April. Also, Air Berlin will add 4 weekly flights to Dusseldorf, Germany in May.
As long as the region continues to do well, I think we'll continue to see the international growth.
Airport reps and local leaders have traveled overseas to attract some of this additional business.
There's a lot of interest. Our message about the region is that Fort Worth and Dallas are open for business, a great climate, low taxes, great property values, good workforces. So it's well received always. People know that Texas is on fire right now.
With 14 international carriers serving DFW Airport and more on the way, you can understand why you might run into someone celebrating a trip to
South Korea
or Mexico.
Yeah, to relax.
All with a taste of culture from yet another part of the world.
I think it's really awesome and the girls love it.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, neat to see that. And estimates of regional economic impact of each of those international flights range from $100 million to about $250 million a year. And you heard me mention NEC in that story. That company is celebrating the opening of the new location of its North American headquarters in Irving. We'll upload video of that to our YouTube channel. Find it at youtube.com/thecityofirving. And the business wins keep coming. City Source reporter Amshi Stephenson takes us to another opening.
The market is exploding at this moment.
These are heat pressers that create the custom designs on uniforms worn by sports teams across the country. And now, people are learning to make those designs in Irving.
When you look at all the people wearing promotional wear, just event wear, or screen print, that's most frequently, that's our stuff.
Stalls is a company that specializes in heat-applied materials, and it just opened a warehouse and service center here. Ted and Mary Stahl joined employees to open the first training facility in Texas.
It's a very important day. We've been looking forward to this for several years, of opening a logistics, support, and training center here in Texas.
The company opened this center on West Royal Lane near Highway 114.
I've been here several times, and the proximity to the airport, the proximity to Sandmeyer, one of our partner companies.
The city of Irving is a great place to run a business. We've been here for all of our existence in Texas. The association's been here for decades, and we find it's a great place to find employees. It's a great place to have employees live.
Now, you need a good heat press.
After the grand opening and ribbon cutting, Stalls hosted training workshops for the customers.
I drove 4.5 hours to get here.
And they have English sessions as well as Spanish sessions going on simultaneously.
We are very excited to be here in Texas today, and we just want to show everybody, the Hispanic community, all the great stuff that we can do with you guys.
Longtime Stalls customers Marcus Toussaint and Christopher Bishop are eager to learn more techniques to take back to their small businesses.
I got an account with them, and I didn't like having to have it shipped. And now that they're here in Texas, I couldn't wait to come out and see the new facility.
You can watch it on videos like Stalls TV, but it's different being here and actually feeling it and doing it yourself as opposed to watching a YouTube video or something from their website. So I definitely think it's beneficial.
The company started in 1932 in the garage of a husband and wife team of Detroit, Michigan. Now fast forward 83 years, Ted and Mary Stalls took over the business, which brings us right here to the city of Irving.
I am very, very happy and excited to work for Stalls. Great company. So happy that they have finally come to Texas.
So now that you're here in Texas, you have to kind of be a cowboy fan.
We do quite a bit of work with them.
We're so happy to have Stalls here, just a great addition to the city.
For the chamber, it's great because we're always looking for opportunities for our members and the families that want to start businesses. So from that standpoint, we're excited to be able to offer a very inexpensive way to start a business and be able to grow, being that it's right here in our backyards.
Stalls is looking to continue its growth as a company, and Ted Stahl says there will be no competition.
Our task is to help our customers grow.
Amshi Stephenson for City Source.
Now to a fun event at the Irving Convention Center. Brick Universe brought out Lego fans of all ages, and we saw some very remarkable creations. What starts here might someday lead to something like this.
I think it's pretty cool. It is pretty awesome.
I think it's kind of a cool way to see creations that people can make.
This is a place where space shuttles and airplanes look ready to take you to just about any landmark you can imagine, and a few places you can't. It happens inside Brick Universe, a first-time event at the Irving Convention Center all about Legos.
Oh, it's amazing. It's so creative and wonderful. I love it.
Nora Telez brought her grandkids, triplets who all love Legos.
You get to play with the Lego figures and you can also make whatever you want out of them, like towers and stuff like that.
They checked out the exhibits across the floor.
The king has a teddy bear.
And their grandfather found a surprise.
That's my home office building in Chicago, C&A Insurance. I'm going to take a picture and show everybody. It's absolutely terrific.
That building is just one part of a larger project by Rocco Butlier. Downtown Chicago recreated in Legos, clearly using more than just the box-shaped blocks most of us know.
They're all actual Lego pieces. They've all been made by Lego at some point. The challenge of that is acquiring 1,000 of the one piece that you need to pull off the look of a building.
The closer you look, the more impressive it becomes. All of this is done to scale, 1/650th of the original size. How much research did you put into this?
That research is probably the part that takes up most of the time. That and getting that moment of inspiration, like the light bulb of how to do it.
The architecture student has also crafted icons from New York and across the world. If you hang out here long enough, someone will probably ask you to make a Lego model of this building, the convention center.
No, this building's pretty awesome.
He's just one here, proving that Legos are not toys that people always grow out of.
That's a lot. I've seen my dad play with some when he thinks I'm not looking.
It sounds like you play a little bit too.
I do. You have to.
I just started.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You started? Yeah, like 2 years ago.
I'm really a big kid. I love to play with Legos.
You'll get funny looks every now and then when you go in and buy a lot of sets at the store. Some mother will look around and, "You're not buying this for your kid, are you?"
Dwight Neal is in DFW LUG, which stands for Lego Users Group. Its members are among those here showing off their creations.
Oh my, it's Wally and Bernie.
When somebody's eyes light up looking at one of your builds, it fills your day.
I've been doing Legos for about 25 years. Started with my son. He went to college. I bought his Legos from him so he could buy a new car.
You can see Matthew Green found inspiration in The Lord of the Rings for this landscape, which took him about 4 months to make.
I went to the New Zealand website where they do the tours of the film site and tried to depict it as close as I could, embellishing with a little bit more flowers than they have in New Zealand.
He also creates these large pieces known as mosaics.
A lot of folks say Legos are for kids until they see what we build.
He and the club members we talk to do it for fun. Mark Johnson has made it a business.
I haven't met something I couldn't do with Lego yet.
He says his flowers, bows, and ornaments are popular with the women here.
I can make a pair of earrings in exact colors for their favorite outfit and things like that, and people enjoy that.
I'm a Lego fan, and I love events, Lego events.
Grayson Bates is the organizer of Brick Universe. Irving is only the second city to host it. You look young. How old are you?
I'm 15.
And this is your event?
Yeah.
Wow.
I have help.
Grayson is also the author of Medieval Lego, which is written history with illustrations in Lego. He's a history student.
Well, I'm a third year in college, so I have
At 15?
Yes, sir.
Let's build a house. You want to build a house? All right.
These may be the building blocks of success for 3-year-old Cohen.
He can use these skills and develop them into something where he can be an architect or an engineer. So this opens the door.
Tower.
It's a tower. Other parents have less lofty goals for now.
She doesn't eat them.
There are bigger bricks for little ones. The kids came up with some interesting uses for those.
I didn't know that building a Lego can be this violent.
cameras are out everywhere, capturing the timed challenges,
1 minute left, guys.
monochromatic crafts, and more.
I approve.
It's all about finding new ways to capture the imagination.
How about the starships?
I'm just seeing inspiration.
People here have seen that these toys can stand the test of time, spanning generations.
We have tons of Legos since my kids were little, and this is my grandson.
I love Legos.
They are building on that love of Legos at Brick Universe.
Oh yes, we're crazy about Legos.
Yeah, and we have more to show you from Brick Universe. That's coming up at the end of today's program. And here's what else is coming up at the Convention Center. January 10th is the Las Colinas Bridal Show. January 15th through 17th is for gymnasts and their fans. It's the Texas Prime Meet. And January 22nd through 24th, it's the Texas Home and Garden Show. Find ticket prices and a full listing of public events at irvingconventioncenter.com. The City of Irving's Parks and Recreation Department is launching a new swimming program for children with special needs. It's called Aqua Stars. We saw something similar to this a few years back when youngsters from Irving's Miracle League enjoyed the West Irving Aquatic Center. That's the archive video you see here. It shows some of the fun and smiles that are the goals of this new program as well. The new Aqua Stars program will take place at the indoor pool at the Heritage Senior Center. It has an accessible ramp and chairlift, among other safety features. The city will have lifeguards on duty to promote safety. Aqua Stars is open to people 18 and under. Participants must have a parent or guardian with them. The program will be monthly, and the first few dates are there on your screen. It costs $1. The plan is to expand Aqua Stars to other Irving aquatic centers in the summer. Irving has a new attraction, and it's meant to take visitors back to a time before video games, smartphones, and other gadgets kept kids busy. Take a look. In a big city known for big business, here's a contrast. Dozens of people turning out to check out a small playhouse.
We're dedicating and opening Mary's Playhouse.
It's not just any playhouse. This one has a special spot in Irving's history. It's in the backyard of the Heritage House on South O'Connor Road.
It was one of the first homes in Irving. It was built in 1912.
Charles Schultz, who lived here, was a member of one of Irving's founding families. He created this space in the backyard for his daughter Mary. But it did not always look like this. Everyone here has learned the story of how it all began.
There used to be a chicken coop.
The house was built originally as a chicken coop.
It was a chicken coop that Mr. Schultz remodeled for his daughter.
Now take a look inside and you'll see a nod to that past usage and a whole lot more.
We've got an early tricycle in there that was used by Mary and her brother Charles. We've got some original baby carriage and dolls and a little rocking chair. Just a number of little things that they played with.
There's dolls and books and a vase and a box.
My favorite part of the house are the little details. The little details are always what bring a facility to life. And you can walk in and it just looks like maybe that they were in there earlier today playing.
It took a while to get it to this point. Let's go back a few years. This is what the Playhouse looked like in early 2013. The outside was clearly weathered, and weeds were taking hold even inside.
We were celebrating the centennial of the Heritage House, and for a special project, we decided to either restore or rebuild the Playhouse.
Because it was one of those things that just kind of got left by the wayside.
The Heritage Society worked with the City of Irving to figure out what to do next.
I think we've got a lot of work to do.
What if the first steps? Going through the Playhouse to see what they could find from so many decades ago.
Oh, look there. There is a golf club and a croquet mallet. And this almost looks like a little bowling pin. Bowling. That's what it is.
Crews pulled out what they could, forgotten items from the past they want to help tell a story.
That's a little carriage, but I don't know. And it has Charles Schultz written on it there. It's just all a part of their history, of the history in the communities.
When experts checked out the building, they realized it could not be salvaged.
Well, it had deteriorated to the point that we could not restore it. So Mart Incorporated, an Irving business owned by Vernon Proctor, demolished the house.
Crews were pretty careful with that demolition, and they were able to save many of the original wood panels. So when people visit now, they can sense authenticity.
And you can tell it's older wood when you walk in. You can feel it, you can smell it, you can see the difference that it is, and the quality of it. You don't find things like that.
As Mary grew up, she used the Playhouse to read and study. She later joined a convent and taught school. Just some of the many stories the Heritage Society and City of Irving hope people will now learn from visiting.
Well, I think it's always important for a city to understand where the beginnings were and how it evolved, and the people who had the foresight to build it. I mean, it was started because of these gentlemen like this that took the opportunity to build a community.
So it's a good way for kids to see what people played with, what kind of toys they had, and how maybe life was simpler back then.
It's bright and happy inside, and I look forward to us having tours that the children can come through and learn more about the history of their community.
Mary's Playhouse will be open for tours when the Heritage House is. That's the first Sunday of each month during the months of March through December. Special tours can also be arranged by request. Just contact the Irving Heritage Society to set that up. It's time now to head out to the Animal Care Campus. Intern Letitia has our Pets of the Week.
Thanks, Thomas. We're here at the Irving Animal Care Campus. I'm with Marissa. And tell us about our first pet of the week.
First pet of the week is Wiley, 2-year-old Shin Inu.
Shin Inu, that's very interesting. Do you know how big Wiley would get?
I think this is about as big as he'll get because he's already 2.
Okay. And tell us, how has he been here while at the shelter?
He's very playful, very energetic, very outgoing, likes attention, has a lot of energy.
Pet of the week is Kiwi. Kiwi. So this is a female, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay, and how old is Kiwi?
She's 2 months old.
She seems very friendly, lots of kisses to give. Tell me a little bit, outside of her being sweet, obviously, what are some personality traits that Kiwi has?
She likes to give attention.
And so how was Kiwi brought into the shelter?
Kiwi's brought into the shelter. She was found as a stray, meaning a good Samaritan brought her in from the streets.
What is this pet's name?
This is Polly.
Polly. Tell me a little bit about Polly. What type of breed is she?
She's a terrier rat mix.
Okay, and how old is she?
She's 2 years old.
And how was she brought in?
She was brought in by a police officer. She was found as a stray.
And how has she been since she's been here in the shelter?
She first came in, she was a little shy, but she's coming around now.
And if you're looking for savings during the holidays at the Irving Animal Care Campus, we have Home for the Holidays Adopt-a-thon, where you can adopt a pet for only $19. That will be going on Saturday, December 19th, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. So come on down for those holiday savings. And another program going on during this month is Foster for the Holidays. That is going on through December 23rd through January the 2nd, where you foster pets through those dates, and then hopefully you love them so much that you'll adopt them. So come on down to the Irving Animal Care Campus for your adoption specials. Back to you, Thomas.
All right, thanks a lot, Letitia. The Animal Care Campus is located at 4140 Valley View Lane. It is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Then on Saturday, the hours are 10 a.m. until 5 p.m. Also, check out the websites you see on the screen. Our next show is a look back at the biggest and best stories from 2015. The opening of the South Irving Library is one of the big events we'll recap. And we're not going to forget about all of the fun either. See all of your favorite moments from 2015 and discover some you may have missed. It's a 1-hour City Source special next time. Email us your thoughts on our stories. The address is ictn@cityofirving.org. We may read some of your messages here on the show, or you can always comment on our videos at youtube.com/thecityofirving. And that's it for this edition of City Source. We leave you now with more highlights from Brick Universe at the Irving Convention Center. Thanks to everyone who was a part of this one, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.